Can a mere scrap of paper awaken a sleeping destiny? Today's story is about a 50 lakh rupee check that was never actually deposited, yet it turned a failing man into a millionaire. What was the secret behind that check? Stay with us until the end to find out.
A young entrepreneur running a startup was so weighed down by debt that even breathing felt heavy. Constant calls from creditors, bank notices for missed installments, the anxious eyes of his employees. Surrounded on all sides, he sat alone on a wooden park bench one evening. The sky was covered in dark clouds, and a similar darkness filled his heart. Perhaps only a miracle can save me now, he thought to himself. Otherwise, this company, this reputation, everything will turn to dust. Just then, an old man gently approached him and asked, "Son, why are you so sad? What is it that weighs so heavily upon your shoulders?" Without a second thought, the entrepreneur poured his heart out. He spoke of the debt and the terrifying shadow of failure. The old man looked at him with deep, calm eyes. He then pulled a check from his pocket and placed it in the young man's hand. "Take this. Use it to clear your troubles. Meet me exactly 1 year from today, in this same park, on this very bench. You can return the amount then. Until that time, use it however you see fit." With those words, he turned and vanished into the mist. With trembling hands, the entrepreneur looked at the check. 50 lakhs. And it bore the signature of one of the world's most famous industrialists. For a moment, his heart skipped a beat. "I should cash this. All my debt will be cleared in an instant." But then, a voice spoke from within, "No. This isn't just money, it's a sign. I will only cash this if no other option remains." Instead of heading to the bank, he placed the check in the most secure drawer of his cupboard. "As long as I have this check, I will not give up." From the next day, something invisible shifted. He no longer worked out of fear, but out of confidence. In meetings, his voice carried weight. When speaking to bankers, his eyes held resolve rather than desperation. His team felt it too. The old spark, the passion, had returned. New energy flowed into the business. Orders increased. His words carried authority. Gradually, the business got back on track. The debts were paid off. That check was never cashed, but the entrepreneur had cashed in on his own inner courage. Exactly 1 year later, the same park, the same bench. The entrepreneur arrived with the check in hand. The old man was sitting there, as calm and mysterious as before. Gratefully, the entrepreneur returned the check and shared his success story. "You didn't just give me money, you gave me the courage to live. Thank you." Just then, a nurse came running toward them. She took the old man's hand and said to the entrepreneur, "Sir, I am so sorry. He always escapes from the care home. He tells everyone he's the richest man in the world and hands out fake checks. Please, don't believe a word he says." With that, she led him away. The entrepreneur stood there, frozen. A 50 lakh check was fake. But in that moment, he had a profound realization. The check was merely a piece of paper, but the belief it awakened was entirely real. He never went to the bank to cash that 50 lakhs, but it had already filled the vault of his soul with self-confidence. In life, we often search for external support, money, connections, luck, or reassurances. But true strength lies within us. It is the power of positive thought, firm determination, and the self-belief that says, "I can do it." When you trust yourself, No matter how adverse the circumstances, the path reveals itself.
नहीं पर हिम्मत आ गई फर्जी दस्तक में।
ये मेरा सपना है और मैं इसे पूरा करूंगा।
फर्ज का बोझ सांसों पे भारी, हर दस्तक जैसे कोई शिकायती, घने बादलों सा मन में अंधेरा, मिट्टी में मिलता नाम का सवेरा। कागज तो नकली था पर यकीन सच्चा था, कागज तो नकली था पर यकीन सच्चा था, फर्जी दस्तखत में